everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I will be telling you guys a story time about the time I was a side chick. This video starts off when I was in the 10th grade, the story starts off when I was in the 10th grade, and I was getting over the guy from my previous video, and my friend was like, you know what, like, you're down in the dumps, and I know this guy because he wants to meet you. She was like, you know, this guy thinks you're really, really pretty and whatnot, and he wants to see you, like, he wants to meet you. So I was just like, I'm not really feeling it, kind of thing. So this takes place in October, is when me and this guy meet each other. So she brings him down to the lunch table, and she was like, you know, we're gonna call this guy Distraction, okay? She's like, Distraction, this is her, this is Distraction. So I was just kind of like, okay, hi, and like, whatever. And right off the bat, like, I can just tell that, you know, there's no connection, no chemistry, no physical attraction, no nothing. Like, you know, when you see, like, a cute guy or, like, a cute girl, and there's something about them that just makes you just want to be with them, and it's just like, dang, like, ugh, kind of thing. I didn't feel it with this guy, so I was just kind of like, whatever, like, you know, I didn't think anything of it, really. So then I meet him, you know, and after school, he actually comes up to me, and we exchange phone numbers. So I'm like, okay. So I go home, and I take my infamous nap, and then when I wake up, I go on Facebook, and, you know, I'm trying to find him on Facebook to be friends with him on Facebook. So I'm typing in his name and whatever, and like, nothing is popping up. Like, it's like he didn't even ever exist. So I thought, okay. So then from that day on, about twice a week, different days and like different times, I would always try to search him up. Maybe he like made a Facebook today, or, you know, whenever. So I would always, you know, try to look out for that. So then what happens is, from October all the way down to, I believe, like, January is when, you know, we started talking and everything, and we basically kind of became like friends with benefits, except minimal benefits, barely any benefits, okay? So that basically was like the situation. So then what happens is, in February, I received this text message, and it's like in all capital letters from like this random number, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, like, you stole my man, all this, da 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 da. And I was like, it's probably one of my friends or one of my guy friends' girlfriends playing a prank on me. I didn't take it too seriously. So I go around to my friends, and I'm like, nice try, like, haha, okay, I got it. And they're like, that's not us. And then I was like, who could it be? So then I go to this one girl, and I was like, who could this be? And she was like, who have you been talking to? And I was like, Mr. Distraction. She was just like, well, he is known to be a player, he does have a reputation, and maybe, you know, he has a girlfriend. And I was just like, but that can't be, because me and him have been talking since October, like, and not even like talking, like, me and this guy were never serious, we were never gonna get into a relationship or anything like that. So I was like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, if he wanted out, he would have said so. She was like, I don't know, like, you know, just ask him. So I tried looking for him that day when I received this text message. The thing is, every day after school, he would always wait for me, except this one particular day where I received this text message is when I didn't see him. So then what happens is, I go home and I take my nap, I wake up, my best guy friend's calling me, the one that never texts me back, okay? And then he was just like, how could you? Like, I thought you were better than that. I can't believe you did that. And I'm over here like, what are you talking about? And then he was all like, the guy that you've been talking to has a girlfriend, and she's my friend. And I was just like, are you sure about that? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. And I was all like, no, that can't be. Like, maybe, you know, we're mixing, like, the person up. Because this guy, his real name, actually, like, not Mr. Distraction, but, like, the guy has, like, a very common name. So I was just like, maybe it's just, like, a different guy. Like, you know, and he was like, no, like, I can't believe you did that, blah, blah, blah. And hangs up. So then I'm just like, okay, whatever, hang up on me. So then I go online, and I'm like, this whole entire thing seems so childish. It seems like I was set up in a way, and I was just like, I have to figure this out for myself, because no one here is helping me. So what happens is, I go, and then I go online, and I type in the guy's name, and with every letter I'm typing, his profile pops up, okay? Full-blown profile with pictures, statuses, the date he made the profile, his relationship status, just everything. And I was just like, what just happened here? So I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh. So I look at this and I'm just like, this is like a big mix-up. This is a big misunderstanding. This did not just happen. So what happens is I block the girlfriend and I block him. And then I call up my best friend, my best guy friend again, and I was just like, listen, there's a big misunderstanding. I'm on the side. I was like, there's a big misunderstanding. Like, you have to, like, understand. Like, you have to listen to me. He was like, I'm not going to listen to your story. Like, you know what you did, da-da-da-da, bye. And, like, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, yo, I have witnesses to this. Because, mind you, when my friend introduced me to this guy, she said he was single and he was interested in me. Okay? Apparently, he was interested in other people as well, okay? So then what happens is, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I don't really freak out because, like, I didn't know that he had a girlfriend, so it's not, like, my fault. So what happens is I block them, whatever, and it kind of blows over, like, within the week, like, nobody really cared. There was, like, other things going around. So then, a few years later, I believe it was, like, after I graduated high school, I think it was, the girl actually friend requested me, and I was like, oh, maybe it's time to bury the hatchet, maybe it's time to move forward, you know, like, I wasn't trying to be best friends with her or anything like that, but I just wanted her to hear my side of the story, because as far as I knew, this guy already lied to me and her, so, like, Lord knows what he said to her to get all up in her head, like, you know, so I was just like, okay, let's add her, let's see where things go. So I accepted it, and then, I accepted her friend request, and then I messaged her, and I was like, hey. I said hey just to be, like, simple, because, like, I didn't want to be like, look here, like, this is what happened, you know, back in the day kind of thing. So I said hey, and then she never responded. So I'm like, okay, still being petty, that's okay, you know, you do you, girl, okay? But I was trying to be, you know, mature and, like, let the situation kind of, I wanted her to hear my side of the story, basically. So then I ended up blocking her after that because, you know, I don't know, I just blocked her. So, yeah, and then that basically wraps up the story. Like, point is, like, I was a side chick. I didn't even know it. I would never want to be a side chick. I honestly, I'm a true believer in karma. So, for me, like, if I did that knowing that he had a girlfriend, I would always be scared to get into a relationship because I would feel like, you know, that karma would just, like, come back and, like, hit me in the face, you know? So, yeah. Anyways, that wraps up this whole nonsense video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you do like, share, and subscribe for more of this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!